Halloween night. Mr. and Mrs. Ono asked their neighbor, Mr. Wells, about the origin of Halloween.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Maki. What did you do at school today?
Just connect the dots on a pumpkin face and telling ghost stories. We do that every day. I also colored a picture of a witch and drew a pumpkin.
That's because Halloween is coming soon.
What's Halloween?
It's a children's holiday. You wear a goblin or a witch costume and go from house to house in the neighborhood at night. You get candy.
Wow, great! I'm looking forward to it. When is Halloween?
On October 31st. You also have a costume party at school that night.
Do they give us candy at school too?
Maybe. That kind of candy is really sweet. You got sweets at Easter, didn't you? It would be incredible for children to get candy from schools in Japan. Okay, let's go shopping at the supermarket.
In the supermarket.
Look, Mom, so many pumpkins. This one is huge.
Amazing. This is as big as a beach ball. No, bigger. American pumpkins are orange.
Mom, our next-door neighbors are over there.
Hello, are you buying a pumpkin?
Hi, Yoshiko. I'll make a jack-o'-lantern out of this one.
Will you carve eyes and a mouth in that pumpkin?
Yes, I always carve a pumpkin with my children at Halloween. They're all looking forward to it.
I wish I could make a jack-o'-lantern, but how do you carve such a big pumpkin?
I'm an expert. If you want, I'll come over later today and show Hajime how to do it. See, first we cut the top, scoop out the inside, and draw a face in felt pen, and start to carve eyes, a mouth, and so on. Then we place the pumpkin, with a candle inside it, on the porch.
Do you use the scooped out inside for pumpkin soup or pies?
It's not easy to scoop out the inside, and I've never heard of anyone who uses it for cooking. We all use canned pumpkin. But you can eat pumpkin seeds. Roasted seeds are very good. They taste like sunflower seeds.
Sounds very nice. Maybe they go well with drinks. I'll try them. Thank you.
If you have any questions, please ask us, okay? Bye. Mrs. Ono is back at home.
Hajime, Mr. Wells is going to come and show you how to make a jack-o'-lantern today. We've seen pumpkins placed on porches or on the edge of front yards in the neighborhood. As Halloween comes closer, some homes have goblin or scarecrow decorations.
By the way, do you know what kind of holiday Halloween is?
Sure. Children go from house to house in various costumes like goblins and get candy. We saw it in the movie E.T.
That's all? In Japan, lots of Halloween goods are available these days, but they seem just to follow Americans without knowing what Halloween is. They also accepted only the form of Christmas, having parties, eating cake, and exchanging presents. But most of them aren't Christians.
But do you know anything about Halloween?
No, not very much.
This is a good chance to find out. Let's ask Mr. Wells. It's Mr. Wells.
Hello, thank you for coming.
Are you ready to carve a pumpkin?
Before that, could you tell us what Halloween is?
No problem. The origin of Halloween dates back to a very early date. Maybe very few Americans know about it. I once worked for the Board of Education and looked up the origin because I sometimes had to explain it to foreign visitors. Halloween is also called All Hallows Eve. All Hallows is a holiday for All Saints on November 1st, and Halloween is the night before.
Could you just wait a minute? I'll look it up in the dictionary. Hallow means to make holy, to honor is holy, and holy is derived from hallow.
I heard that the origin of Halloween dates back more than 2,000 years.
Yes, in what is now England and Ireland, the ancient Celts made a bonfire as a farewell to summer and to honor Samhain, their god of death. The legend says that Samhain could bring dead souls back to life for a while.
It's very similar to Japanese Obon.
I beg your pardon?
I said Obon. In Japan, we also have a holiday when our dead ancestors come back home for a couple of days in summer. We also make a fire when we greet and say farewell to our ancestors.
My parents' family, holding a big lantern, goes to the graveyard to welcome our ancestors and escort them home so they won't get lost.
During Obon, we offer flowers and food to the Butsudan every day.
Butsudan?
Yes, Japanese homes have something like a small altar. Of course, the dead are buried after cremation, but we usually pray before the Butsudan and offer food every day.
Yes, and during Obon, distant family members get together and enjoy eating.
We strengthen our family ties through Obon. We usually can't see each other often, but try to get together at least during Obon and New Year's holidays. During Obon, schools are on summer vacation, and most companies are closed.
Obon sounds like a religious occasion, but you told me before that Japanese aren't very interested in religion.
I don't think we celebrate Obon out of religious feelings. It's more like a ceremony preserved for hundreds of years. We probably just do it out of habit. Of course, we respect our ancestors.
It's good to keep family ties strong.
Sorry I changed the subject. Let's get back to Halloween.
Oh, yes, we were talking about Celtic festivals. Later, the Roman conquest brought 2 festivals in the fall. One festival was Feralia, for the dead, and the other was Pomona, for the goddess of fruits and trees. And that's why we still have the custom of eating apples on Halloween. The church gave up suppressing these heretic festivals in the 9th century. Instead, they decided to move All Saints' Day to November 1st and celebrate the night before as its eve. Also, November 2nd was called All Souls' Day. Poor people used to beg for food, and in exchange, they'd say prayers for the dead. That's how Halloween trick-or-treating started.
When groups of kids in costume go from house to house, they say, "Trick or treat."
In fact, if you don't give anything, they sometimes throw raw eggs at your house or play other pranks.
I see. What shall we give them?
You can give them a small amount of candy, for example a lollipop, or a small pack of candy, or chocolate is enough. Supermarkets have a large selection now. They say trick-or-treating started in America in the early 19th century. Okay, let's work on the pumpkins, shall we?